Hello, hello. And just like that, we are basically back in Shiokawa. Somewhere in all one's awakening. Mythos, entities, or something similar. It doesn't even need to be illegally distinctive, or illegally distinct. No, what? Legally distinctively different enough? Oh, Darkin's gonna be hard today, reading as well. That part I'm not looking forward to. Hey. Had a bit of a rough night. Basically, whole family had a bit of a rough night. All worrying about the little kitty cat, but she's fine. She's fine for what it's worth. She's been eating today again. So, things are going back to normal. Usually, we wouldn't be as worried about her. But seeing she needs to take medicine every evening, it's a bit of an issue if she does not eat for a whole day. Now it's a pill against epilepsy, which it's hard to tell. She probably doesn't need it anymore. She's not had an epileptic attack for about 3.5-4 years now, which that's great. And as far as things go for cats, it's hard to tell. You could, of course, always just leave the pill and try out, but who wants that? Who honestly wants that? Who's just like, yeah, sure, let's see if she has another seizure. So, but oh well. So, but anyways, she should still have enough. She should be fine. She's doing well. Having a snooze right about now. Downstairs, but hey. Meanwhile, we are back in Shiokawa. Hey, it's been a while. It's been a while. No thanks, Mr. Bot. Yes. I do not want this message. Thank you very much. But how about we? It's not the second time in a row. But tell us more. But it's the second day in a row where somebody tries to sell stuff and triggers the I got lucky, made it, you got a follow goal. Annoying. So yeah, but where was I? We're back in Shiokawa. It's almost 5 minutes down the drain. Last time we unlocked a bunch of stuff. All the stuff. Most importantly, challenges. And a new old one. Challenges, But I don't want to do challenges today. Randomize for bad luck. The city of Shiokawa, Japan, 1980X. Something strange is happening in our town. Robed figures can be seen gathering in the woods at night. People are going missing. Disgusting creatures are terrorizing the seaside. The rapid technological progress of the modern era brings comfort, but also new unknown threats. Old gods, malicious eldritch beings who ruled the earth eons ago, are awakening as reality starts to crumble. Armed with clues, spells, and your dwindling sanity, you investigate mysteries across the city and in realms beyond. Yeah. Now did he... yeah, he won his. Let's just give me a random person and a random backstory. I still want timeline A. Continue. Is endless. Somewhere, a group of people gathers, trying to awaken their master. Yes, we got a new old one as well. You got Fag. Fag? The irresistible gaze. The nuclear tests in the Pacific region have awakened something evil in the depth of the Mariana Trench. Igorfag is now slowly emerging, ready to once again rule the coastlines. Follow the commands or suffer its wrath. Oh, I want to try this. Probably a bad call. It's a giant axolotl. What if Godzilla was an axolotl? Medical history. Backstory. Okay. Haru. Oh, give me the 20 XPs. Oh, unwithdrawal drawer already. Drawer. Everything's kind of scuffed. Let's get home. I probably want a vending machine. Confirm. Oh, confirm too early. Give me a library notes. Medkit. Is it going to rain? Oh, let's get some more XPs. The search for a missing person continues in the forest surrounding Shiokawa. If you have any information, please contact the police department. Oh, that is part of the... She's an unlockable character. Oh, what she got? It is the endless mode. It's hopeless. No matter what you do, destruction of your town and the awakening of the old god is imminent. Fight the ever-increasing chaos as survivors try to find a way to escape from the doomed town. As you progress through the investigation events, you will be granted points and special prizes. Manage your resources carefully and hope for the best. Recently they hired 2 nurses from Tokyo. No one knows what they do, nor where they stay after shifts. Don't investigate a downtown mansion or hospital, or suffer its wrath. Next reward at turn 10. Well, take me to the schoolyard then. Wanna help? Wanna help? Yes, she wants to help. +1 knowledge. Hey, aren't you the best? You wanna help? She wants to help as well. +1 strength? No, +1 luck even. Don't investigate schools, seaside, or apartments. The police have found an empty tent. What could have happened to the owner? Investigate. Feeling that you're being watched, and when you hear branch snapping, you quickly turn around. There's someone standing in the trees. Confront. It's just a scarecrow. Relieved, you decide to leave the area, just in case. A new family moved in above you last week. You don't like the sound you hear at night. Apartment. Excuse me, do you have a moment to talk about our real Lord and Savior? The day of reckoning is coming, says the voice on the other side of the line. You definitely don't like the way the man on the other side of the line puts an accent on real. Hello? Are you still there? Fish people! Hospital records mention Dr. How is that possible? He was declared dead 20 years ago. School, seaside, or apartments. Well, fine. Investigate a hospital. Stopped by a masked man wearing a lab coat. He introduces himself as a researcher from Tokyo University, testing a new treatment method that promises to revolutionize modern medicine. Holding on a pile of documents, he tells you can heal your wounds for free. Yeah, sure. Later you wake up in the surgical ward. There's no sign of the doctor, but you feel healthier and notice that one of your wounds is gone without a trace. You can select one injury status and heal it for free. Hospital Forest of Village, that's fine. It seems that no one wants to reclaim a certain black suitcase. What could be inside? Well, ain't that just a question? Buy me some cigarettes. Because I am pretty sure. Use. Just. Why not? Two nurses from Tokyo, no one knows what they do, nor where they stay after their shift. Oh, it's fine. Taking the elevator, you get a terrible feeling as if something bad is about to happen. The elevator door opens, and it's just your corridor. No apartments, schools, village. What village? A priestess was reported missing. Does it have to do with the ongoing harvest festival? Wouldn't you like to know? Oh yeah, I don't have... I'll prepare. You rummage through your belongings, trying to find anything that will help. Finally pick up a cigarette case. Sure. 15% gaining one cigarette after investigation. Okay. Grandpa's. Downtown mansion or hospital. It's kind of unfortunate. Ask to join. How about you? He wants to help. -1 luck. You need to leave immediately. School seaside apartments. Old journalist keeps mentioning old cases. Yeah, sure. When you walk through the crowded space, someone bumps into you and quickly apologize. We know what happened. They stole your wallet. You quickly grab their arm. They drop it before disappearing into the crowd. Recently they hired 2 nurses. Again, don't blink or suffer its wrath. You're stopped by 2 nurses, ready to apologize and explain yourself. You notice their weird smiles, and dead stares, and knives. Yikes. 3 damage. 4 kicks in. It's gonna be rough on the old reason. I'd rather take 5% dorm. Escape. Don't investigate school, seaside, or apartments. Investigate the mansion. And looks like one of the previous owners of this mansion liked to read. Dusty tomes reach to the ceiling. You don't have much time, but maybe you could spare a minute to look through the books. Don't have time. School, seaside, apartments. Old journalist keeps mentioning an old case. Not even an odd case. Oh, more doom. Your family moved in above you last week. Aw, what apartments. Might as well go and... Wanna help? Nope, she doesn't. Many mansions around a certain lake have been deserted in the last 10 years. Why? Well, you tell me, game. As you glance around, you notice that more and more people are wearing strange masks, unlike anything you've ever seen before. As you turn to your friend for reassurance, you notice that some of them wear the Easy masks as well. Their voices sound muffled and distorted, and you can't shake off the feeling that they're not quite themselves. The hairs on the back of your neck stand on end, and you realize something is terribly wrong. Can't be healthy. What are they protecting themselves against? You take a deep breath and the air around you feels heavy, as if it's thick with an invisible poison. You cough and your eyes begin to water. The world around you is not as safe as you once thought. Yep. A priestess was reported missing. School, seaside, or apartments. Go to the village then. You had no idea that a funeral you've been invited to would end with the guests slashing their hands to feed the deceased with their blood. You stay at the back, shocked by how grotesque it is. Suddenly, the guests turn their heads in your direction. It is your turn. How about no? Oh, they don't take no for an answer and forcibly draw your blood. Select a reward. An item, a medkit, or spell, or less doom. Go for a little less doom. Forest and school is off limits. I'd very much like to go by. I do need a weapon. He won't sell that. Gonna regret selling the medkit. But still. Foreign cigarettes. Flashlight. What else? Dog treats. Camera. And a steak knife. Vision knife. The ominous steak knife. Investigate. Part of the therapy, some patients took part in art classes. Some of their work fills you with dread. Police have found an empty tent. What could have happened to the owner? Well, maybe we'll find out. Despite your best efforts, you feel like the neighborhood is starting to change. Woods are more dangerous now. Apartment, school, village. I don't know. I want to know what his wrath is. With the trail going cold, it might be time for a different approach. Be a similar case have occurred in the past. A trip to the library might be a good idea. Sure. Knowledge check success. Near closing time, you stumble upon a curious article on the last page of the local newspaper. You copy the author's name along with the address before getting ready to leave. So, what was its wrath? Oh, 2% doom. I didn't like that. How about... come along? No? Let's get downtown. It's been almost a year since your childhood friend moved away to another city. He left suddenly without even saying goodbye. In a recent letter, he apologized for the disappearance and asked you to move the furniture from his flat because he wanted to sell it. In the envelope, you find a key to his apartment. Help him. Find another letter behind a wardrobe. It explains that the reason your friend left was that the shadow people were stalking him. You shudder when you realize you haven't seen the moving company truck driver's face. Surely it's gonna get worse. Yeah, look around the forest. Following a trail of rotten fruit, you stumble on a small forest shrine. It's probably dedicated to some local spirit. Sure, pray to it. Near by the shrine, you discover a small piece of paper tucked behind a statue. No forest or school. While one neighbor is acting strange. Getting furious. Looking around the ransacked room of your recently deceased friend, you discover a half-finished painting of a woman, her skin a ghastly pale yellow. Unintimidated by the painting, it gives you new insight into the madness that possessed your friend. Don't blink. You walk on the beach when you notice a group of men disembarking from a boat. The fishermen have sun-baked and wind-dried skin, resembling more mummies than you've seen in a museum than humans. Hey, you! One of them screams, waving at you. Give us a hand, will ya? Pointing a giant wet burlap sack in the back of the boat. Sure. You're nodding at closer. Burlap sack smells horrible, making you gag. You ask the man what's inside. Fish. No forest or school. Quick thinking? Yeah, quick thinking. Some Stunk. No forest or school. Someone's been branding the patients with code symbols. Like cattle. Are they preparing a feast for their eldritch masters? A reporter from Tokyo is making a documentary about local legends. School, seaside, or apartments? Might as well go to the village then. You stand in the middle of a field, frozen in terror. A rip in your reality shows the horrible future of our planet. Seeing the familiar figure looking back at you, you can't help but wonder if it's our world as just an illusion. Sure. You and the figure get closer to the portal, ready to swap places. Where am I? Oh, a deserted temple overlooked the giant corpses of forgotten beasts. Ah. Well, might as well climb the temple. Spend what feels like days climbing the stone blocks, reaching the top. You are rewarded with an impossible vista of countless pyramids and beings too big to comprehend. Something in you breaks. Downtown forest or mansion? Oh, not allowed to go to the forest. Ah. Downtown mansion or hospital, back to the village. Unseasonal floods have closed many of the roads. Alternate way. Hospital or mansion. Ah. Make him angry. He's getting furious. Hearing a shuffling sound coming from behind a wardrobe, you decide to push it out the way. You discover a niche in the wall. Someone put 3 dusty dolls there. 20. turn to. It's 9. 9 is not great though. Bump. Bump, bump. Come on, Haru. Can do it. You did it. Reward. Remove some doom. So I need to earn 30 for an achievement. Same goes for 40 and 50. Oh, let's put on mention. You stop by home to pick up your lunch. You find a pile of letters in the mailbox. Read them. Ah, the electricity bill again. Go to the seaside before they steal more cash. Something gigantic and invisible leaves a deep void in the sea. It's not moving, but you swear it's watching. Don't blink. We're not blinking here. Ah, it's a bad time to be out of cash, says the grim-looking man who's standing in your way. Our company, fortunately, specializes in cases like yours, and will gladly help you get back on track. After all, everybody has something to sell. Some must draw of blood. Downtown mansion or hospital. Just don't, BD. Oh, you hear rustling on the other side of your apartment door. Someone's trying to get in. Ooh. Ah, missed one already. Come on, Haru. Broken bone, concussion. Now you hit twice. Got a baseball bat. That is a decent upgrade. School, seaside, or apartment. Oh, would you please treat? Badly bruised, you say? Oh, that's no good. Can't afford that. Okay. Don't blink. Could have been better, could have been worse. Turn home to freshen up. When you enter the bathroom, however, you discover that your shower is missing. In its place, there's an old clawfoot tub. The whole thing feels surreal. But you take a step towards it, wondering how it's possible. Just go for a bath. The water in the bathtub suddenly gets murky and dark. You're bathing in blood. Seaside. Ah, what the heck. Let's make DX a little angry. Decide to enter a small shady bar in the docks. Maybe some two old fishermen can help you on your quest. However, persuading them might prove difficult. Just talk to them. Oh? You catch the fishermen in a good mood. They tell you tales of sunken cities inhabited by underwater things with too many legs. Downtown mansion or hospital. We're not allowed to go to the mansion, so let's go to bed. Forest or school. Hospital or mansion. You find a heavy tome wrapped in moth-eaten black velvet in an old cabinet. And you remove the box wrappings you recall in disgust. It's bound in human flesh. Burn it. May never know what's inside the hideous book, but it's a good thing. Do some doom. Make it angry. Walking through the woods, you discover a sweater. It's torn apart and covered in blood. Where is the owner? Boo. The beast must have killed the poor person. Say a quick prayer before continuing. Don't blink. That's too bad. That pair have been following since morning. You finally managed to lose them and can't shake the feeling that it will only get worse. No forest or school, you say? It's one of those don't tell me what to do moments. You enter the school gym. You notice a strange black doll propped against the wall. It's not a doll. Against your better judgment, you approach the doll. What you see makes you gasp in horror. It isn't a doll. Who'd have thunk it? At this point, the sudden movement causes tiny black spiders to flee, revealing a white half-eaten corpse. Off to the mansion. You enter the art workshop. The room is cluttered with half-finished sculptures and bizarre masks hanging on the wall. It's the demon mask. Just wear it. Final Stand what? 2 funds for reason for stamina. Sure. Give me a reason. Don't blink. How would it know? A woman jumps out of her apartment covered in gore. Between sobs, she tries to explain what happened. She was taking a shower and suddenly showerhead started spraying blood. Calm her down. No. She gets hysterical. Action shocks you. You move away as more neighbors enter the corridor. Old journalist. Again with the old case. But obviously this would be easier. Without having to follow his instructions. In the morning, you usually only remember glimpses of your dreams. You know 2 things. First, they are always both terrifying and inescapable. Second, the man from your nightmare is standing on the other side of the street, looking for you. You should confront him. Getting closer, you start panicking as the situation starts to resemble your nightmares. Finally, you reach the breaking point and run in fear. Sure. Walking the beach, you spot a weird colored rock. But it's not a rock. It's a drowned sponge. Tiny at 12. Ugh. That's probably not worth it. I'd rather have the ending from the axolotl than just going crazy pointlessly. Can't shake the feeling that those small dock buildings are hiding some terrible secrets. Fine. Make it angry. It's a bad time to be out of cash. Have some more blood. Who needs blood? Not me. Clearly not me. A loud knocking wakes you up in the middle of the night. Open up! I know you're there. Dex check failure. No, he saw us. He saw us. Whatever will we do? Walk through the village. Crops wave in the breeze, following your every movement. Dun -dun. Meet with your friend who has recently started a nurse practice. You lazily chat on the roof of the hospital, watching the sunset. You have the opportunity to ask about recent unearthly events. Don't ruin the moment. Sometimes it's better not to know. You chat until your friend's break is over. A huge fire. Consume parts of the hospital. I feel watched. Downtown Mansional Hospital. Come on. Suspicious group's been following me. We climb the rock, but we fall down and limp away. Well, we managed to survive until turn 40. That's 2 achievements. That's something. Might as well. Find yourself in an old unused part of the hospital. Take a deep breath. The disgusting smell of thawed remains still lingers in the room. It used to be the hospital's mortuary, where doctors determined the causes of death. Yeah, check out the freezer. Take a peek into the freezer but can't see anything important. You wonder, what could smell so awful if there's nothing inside? Nearby, the body of a dissection table twitches slightly. Hey, the horror of countless autopsies stands before you. Jane Doe. Oh, she's... Well, that's unfortunate. Time needed, 120. Yikes. Oh yeah, because we're in withdrawal. Should have gone get some cigarettes. Can't run from this encounter either. Oh, but I wanted to... Boo hiss. Fractured ribs from her. Well, it's just attacking. Like, you won't get me, witch. At this point, let's just have a sleep and welcome the end of the world. One day, an unseen force directs you to the beach. There you see a huge group of people. You recognize your friends and neighbors. You join the sacred preparations, undressing and putting a mask on your face. At midnight, the whole city will enter the water, never to return. Well, compared to how world-shattering some of these are, that's fairly tame. Dude. Probably not the easiest one to take for endless. Now, what do we get? Shadow Shroud, a new spell. Ancestral Strength, a new spell. So there's one more for 50 turns. What? Might as well. Find the missing girl. Need outdoorsman. Expel evil and regeneration. Both baseball bats. Well, we have one of them. Do something. Thick tusk. Anyway. Oh yeah, I wanted to there another one for just numbers? No, it doesn't look like it. Feed an outer entity. Well, let's go again. Randomize for bad luck. Back to Shiokava we go. Still gonna go random on these. Endless. Well, let's not take the axolotl. Probably want to be able to run away. Higher damage should be fine. Goizel. I'll take it. Totu. Supposed cause of destruction of the Library of Alexandria. A perfect black marble statue has been recently discovered and is currently awaiting in the museum for its long-awaited premiere. Ill-fated. Ain't that just great? And Haru again. Quick thinking. I'll take the Yakuza card. Sturk. Home. Now this time, take the vending machine and don't forget to check the illegal den. Mailbox is empty. Why would there be anything, right? Library notes. Minor earthquake in the seaside region has revealed an entrance to a partially flooded cavern system. Local scientists believe some of the corridors could be man-made. You don't say. Anyway. Oh. I can't back out. Missed 5 experience. Endless mode. We are doomed to fail. Someone's been acting weird. Let's buy a hammer, ideally. It's a hammer. Nice. Also, I'd also like some extra cigarettes. Not discard. Sell the library notes. Downtown. Cigarettes. Let's see how this goes. Find an envelope lying on a pillow in your bedroom. Inside is cash and a note from someone who's been watching you. Aw. I wish you luck in your task and promise to meet you soon. More money. School library has many weird and curious titles. Is that so? Trail growing coal, already. Might be time for a different approach. Could a similar case have occurred in the past? Is that... Yeah, that's the one with all... 5% doom. That's harsh. Huge fires consumed the wing of a mansion, revealing countless human bones. The whole building begins to shake as you enter the room. Suddenly a stone pillar bursts through the floor where you stood just seconds ago. Noticing the arcane symbol, you take a step closer. Just leave. You leave the strange room as the stone slowly disappears underground. Totally normal. Hospital records mention Dr. How is that possible? He was declared dead 20 years ago. Zombie doctor. Brace yourself for something. Doctor, it's just a corridor. Police have found an empty tent. What could have happened to the owner? What could have happened? Hearing some rustling behind a bush, you decide to hide behind a tree. There you spot 3 men, each armed with a rifle. They are obviously looking for something, or someone. You run. Decide to run from the suspicious men. Suddenly you hear a bang and feel an impact on your shoulder, which quickly turns into intense pain. Quick, follow them! You hear the man, but despite your injury, you manage to lose them behind you. That's on my shoulder. Reporter from Tokyo is making a documentary about local legends. Should get in contact. Oh, Haru. You walk through the village, crops wave in the breeze, following your every movement. Ill-fated's also probably a rough one. Crabs are feasting on a bloated corpse, carried to the beach by waves. Fight the crabs! They don't want me near their meal. And the gonna beat me up. When the patient came home one morning covered in scars and babbling about aliens, the police had them committed. They're mumbling something quietly as you pass by. Try reasoning with them to tell you what really happened, but it doesn't work. It takes 2 nurses to calm them down if they roughed you up. Don't you talk to me about crabs? Crab aliens? Oh, suddenly a wall in front of you withers and falls apart, revealing a hole-ridden monstrosity. How are we looking? 8 damage, you say? Chance to hit 30%. I mean, sure. Bonk. Yeah, that was to be expected. But bonk. Bonk. You got him. I'm not setting a foot on this cursed land, says an old sailor. Well, he's not wrong. He's not wrong, is he now? The ocean is hungry. Stopped by a person with a knife. They look incredibly sad. It wants me, but I'm afraid I'm too much of a coward to do it myself. Just turn around and leave. Close your eyes when you jump off the cliff. Maybe it will calm the ocean. Maybe it helps against the giant axolotl. Item, less doom. Probably the less doom. Mana. Yeah, probably don't want to have to do a check on the... No, fight the feeling. Charisma check failure. You don't have the strength to move a finger. The blinding light is growing larger and larger. To your shock, you can't feel the ground under your feet. Ah. Lost in time and space, you drift in nothingness until something pulls you towards the light. Frostbite. The temperature abruptly drops, and you shudder in the icy cold. You find yourself in the middle of a snowy wasteland. A sudden gust flings you to your knees. You inhale deeply, feeling your chest tighten and ache. Your fingers and ears are already numb and freezing. You have to move. Nah, don't do it. -5 stamina. That's doom. You collapse, devoid of all hope. Yuck. That's a minor injury. Well, I guess... Empty bottle. That's not what I wanted. Scalpel. 2 funds for a bottle. Yuck. Wow, wow. Sink it. Come on, give me the bandage. First bite. We're keeping this item in inventory, so yeah, frostbite doesn't count. Can't bandage your frostbitten fingers. Sudden storm forces you to find shelter in a nearby cave. Looking around, you discover strange markings on the cave's walls. Decipher them. What could they all mean? Which, come to think of it, broken nose? That's a minor injury. It's also not... Oh, come on, game. Come on. Excuse me, moment to acquire real Lord and Savior? Sure. We're falling apart. +1. We're falling apart. But Doom's looking healthy. Wait, why is it suddenly so dark outside? Stand by the window to take a look. Black smog emerges from the courtyard, coating everything in an oily vapor. Just back away. Nope. You run from the window. Faint whispers coming from the smog itself will haunt you for weeks. Sure. You're stopped by 2 nurses. Them again. For stamina. Free reason. Just clobber them. Somewhat unfortunate HP values for what I can dish out. Not gonna bother. Oh, she said she would do everything to be with you if it meant to cheat death itself. Her stalker girl. Yeah. Get up. Watch that. It's an occulted diary. Use it. I mean, sure. No, that's not my bedroom. Pale woman wearing nurse outfit stops you. Today we are running a blood drive to help those in need. You look healthy. You be so kind to help the community? Do it. Loads of stamina. It doesn't matter. Just slightly banged up. Alarmed by the sound of glass breaking, you discover the corpse of a policeman lying in a pool of blood. Looks like someone, or something, tore out his throat. Steal a gun! Yeah. Equip it. Rest up. Gonna go crazy any second. Despite your best efforts, you feel like the neighborhood is starting to change. Forest's more dangerous now. Well, what about the mansion? Investigating house. Check for masks. Kendo helmet. Motions of gaining stamina. Ignoring stamina loss in combat. Yeah, sure. Sure, wear that. Spell, medical kit, item. I'll take the med kit, why not? How's my broken nose? Nope. Well, Oh yeah, it's a minor injury. Ugh. Ill fidgets, not not what you want. Read the letters. More electricity bills. We can't pay anyways. So they don't matter. Let's see. Experts are baffled by the sudden appearance of 20 stone statues lined in a row in the middle of park. One spell without paying anything. Well, we don't have a spell, sadly. Waiting room. You meet with your friend who has recently started her nurse practice. You lazily chat on the roof of the hospital watching the sunset. I'll take the reason. Gives me an immediate never. Oh, they performed countless dissections to find the answer. But they found the anatomical horror. Just as I... That's rough. At least we can leave. So bye. Well, clearly we need to sell all our worldly belongings to buy some cigarettes. Seeing we're in withdrawal. Give me the extra reason. Go to the village. Talking with an older woman, you can't help but notice a worried face and quick looks pointed towards something behind you. Is it the wind you can feel on your neck, or... Ah, it's nothing. Is someone behind you. Breathing down your neck? Takes all your willpower not to turn around. Curious red tree has appeared on the crossroad. Is that a sign? Nah, surely. While wandering through the woods, you discover strange carvings on one of the trees. By the looks of them, they were made recently. Decipher them. What do they mean? Can't tell what the strange symbols mean. Wandering aimlessly in the forest, it will take some time before you pick up the trail again. It's like, sure. Loud knocking wakes you up in the middle of the night. Open up! Just call the police. Man escapes when he hears the police siren, but before he goes, he draws an unfamiliar symbol in blood on your front door. A priestess was reported missing. Nah, that doesn't concern us. Let's go to bed. Not wanting to wait for an elevator, you decide to take the rarely used stairs. You suddenly trip, but grab the railing at the last second. You get up and inspect the cause of your trip. You freeze in terror. It is slowly standing up. A twisted corpse. Oh, as with all these spirit enemies. Well, bye. Yeah. In the middle of the room, you see a man tied to a chair. You rush in to help, and you remove his gag, though. The man starts shouting curses in ancient prophecies. You fall onto the floor, your mind flooded with unspeakable images as the man slowly stands up, completely ignoring the chair he was seemingly tied to. Now, finally, 11 damage. Well... Then I pull out my gun and I whack him. Bam. Bam. Just because. Got me a statue. What else? Outdoorsman, that would have been great as well, last time. For that matter. Sure, take the reason. On the other side of the dark hallway, you realize this isn't the same mansion you were in. It's a familiar one, with your car outside, blood dripping down the walls, and something hurtling towards you. This has to be some kind of sick joke to put you back here. Am I able to survive this? Probably not. I do kind of want to try. Sure. You won't be weak anymore. You're not running away again. You're not going to let yourself run away again. Not anymore. Not again. Never. Never again. For the sake of everyone, you're left to die. Going to stand and fight like you always should have. Nauseating smell of disemboweled corpses hits your nose. The thing that slaughtered your friends is here. -4 stamina. 30 HP. Well. To have 2 rounds still left in the chamber. Oh yeah. Punch it. Oh, I'll kick it. Bam! Come on, Haru, you can do it. Bam! You did it, Haru! 50 XP. That's all XP. Switch back to the hammer. We gain a little respite. Yeah, sure. Draw it out. Discover a giant plush toy half buried in a ditch. Feeling uneasy, you take a step back, but it's already too late. Oh, I'd need a couple of these. $50-50. Hey. Hospital records mention Dr. How is it possible? He's been dead for so long. Why are you still surprised about that? A bad time to be out of cash. Still a memory. Oh, sudden growl coming from the... Exactly. A ghoul. Good job, Haru. Attacks you. Well, we hammered. It's hammer time. No one wants to reclaim a certain black suitcase. We sell this. 5 funds, you say? Well... Clearly more cigarettes. To feel at ease. The roads seem to twist and turn when you're not looking. Spend hours to find a way out. Finally, completely exhausted, you end up in the main street as the passage to the blighted neighborhood slowly closes behind you. Downtown. It's getting dark as you arrive at the cemetery, and shadows move in fantastic and unaccountable ways between the tombstones. Finding the right grave may prove to be a challenge, especially when you feel someone's gaze at your back. Ignore him. Doom. Can't seem to find the right tombstone and waste a lot of time before finally admitting defeat. Yeah. Not being able to succeed in any checks doesn't help. Find a heavy tome wrapped in moth-eaten black velvet. Burn it. Human flesh tomes need to be burned. The mirror, you catch a glimpse of something that shouldn't be there. God damn it, Goizo. Now is not the time. Dark forces scheme against you. Don't know who you can trust. Ins Mars Lücke. Turning into a fish. Tall woman with an unsettling face and twitching lips stops you. I'll be your new biology teacher. Could you help me move some stuff to my new office? What did I take and level up? I can succeed luck checks. So... Nope, not today. Just gonna puke on the floor because of the stench of the formaldehyde. As you glance around, you notice more and more people wearing strange masks. Again. Doomsday preppers. A sense of dread creeps over you as the masked people are swarming through a store, filling their carts with food and survival equipment. You notice the goods' prices have already skyrocketed. You realize that you need to act fast if you want to have any chance of survival. Well, CQC, core strength. Sure. Something like that. And some extra reason. Why not? Well, he did hold out quite long. Empty bottle smashes on the wall behind you. You cover yourself from the glass fragments and notice a masked assailant holding a baseball bat. It's the rioter. Riot. Have 9 damage. And 7 damage. Bam. Bam. Oh. %hit chance. Prep kick? No, that's also 2. Bonk. Bonk. Prescription. Soft combat. Now, how was that? Who's the alley of today? Oh. Oh. So I would need to... Pharmacy? Nah. Expensive pharmacy drug. I probably need more money. Oh, it's the dream guy. Well, hide in the crowd. You look around for a person to hide behind, but it's too late. The man starts walking towards you, and you begin to feel weak. Suddenly you find yourself on the ground, and there's a group of people standing over you. They said you lost consciousness. You excuse yourself and thank them. The man is gone, and you leave before the ambulance arrives. Curious red tree again. Following a trail of rotten fruit, you stumble on a small forest shrine. Destroy it. 5% doom. Ouch. Yeah. You're too late. When you arrive at the museum, the firefighters are already struggling to contain the spreading fire. You manage to slip past the police and run inside. You make your way inside the exhibition hall as your skin gets charred. The last thing you see is Hitoto, finally breaking free from its marble casket. Didn't wanna advance. You smoke a cigarette on the way. 10 new enemies. If you say so, game. I doubt it. I'd say let's try that again. 42, 50 doesn't seem too hard. Randomize for bad luck. Back in Shiokawa. Oh, that was the train one. Which one do I want? Maybe Aiko? Cigarette's a little bit annoying. And I definitely don't want to ill-fate it. 7th curse is probably fine. She's gonna get random allies in that. Probably, but hey. Yeah, sure. Let's do it like this. The endless mode. It's hopeless. Not used a lot of spells anyway, so... Well, none really, so... I feel that it's at least going to be another Doom ending I don't have yet. The media has been reporting about various people with seemingly supernatural skills. Could it have any connection of the news about stars disappearing from the night sky? Multiply wound. The lower your stamina is. Okay. That looks uncomfortable. So, head home. Probably a cold shop. Nope, don't confirm too early. Illegal den, please. Could get the history club. Oh, I probably should have the school nurse. See if she can deal with frostbite. Just do it. Empty bottle. Don't forget the 5 XPs. Oh, it's the hiker girl again. It's up for the best. Back to hopeless Shiokawa. So... let's go shopping. Holy candle, glass eye. Tainted violin. Ooh. Even faster combat actions. You can't get the stains out. It is soaked in a curious dark red liquid. Oh, what could it be? Probably, I'd like a dex weapon, but so it's probably not that likely to. Inventory, all items of shop are cheaper by 1 fund. Light source. Or camera. Camera can be pretty good. Come on, give me the steak knife. Yes, thanks. Thanks, game. So, tall woman with unsettling face and twitching lip. I'll be your biology teacher. Hey, luck check success. The creepy substitute teacher hands you some old books to carry. Among the mundane titles, you find one called Extinction of Mankind. You shudder, feeling the teacher's gaze on your back. She has some very eclectic hobbies. Investigate forest. Parasitic organism burrs under the bark. Cut it open. Quench your thirst with the dark rat sap. Looking around the ransacked room of your recently deceased friend, you discover a half-finished painting. Oh, intimidated by the unsettling portrait, you're haunted by nightmares. Okay. Now, patient. He's gonna. Came home one morning covered in scars and babbling about aliens. The police had them committed. Charisma check success. You immediately understand that the only difference between you and the crazy person is that you haven't been caught yet. Convince them to sneak out and join your quest. Of course. Of course I know. Oh well. I've never seen that before. The pool is empty at this hour. It's dark, but you could swear something suddenly moved in the water. Just turn on the lights. There's nothing! Nothing in the water. A friend returning from a trip to Africa has invited you to dinner. This time they've outdone themselves. This is a real feast, full of exotic meals. It's getting late and you can't stay for long, but the host asks you if you want to take anything home with you. Oh, that wine! Of course! I have enough bottles to last the whole year. Hands me a bottle. Flip discard. Oh. Foreign. Dry. Like, just pawn it off. Immediately sells it back to him. You know, I have this great wine. Something pulls you towards the beach. A statuette, half buried in the sand, is calling you. Feeling your hands shaking, you take a step closer. Not sure if I ever ignored it. Strength check failure. You manage to escape, but the gaze is forever burned into your brain. Casting spells raises doom. Oh, it already does that. 2 nurses. Walking through the hospital corridor, you are stopped by an older man with a cast on his leg. Sure, help him. It takes some time, but you successfully help the man and bring him a wheelchair. He thanks you and smiles. No. Catch a glimpse of an art class. A disturbing painting. Ah, poor horror. The twisted faces, impossible angles, and enormous monoliths make you sick. It's one revolting painting if you have to actually physically hurl. Don't give me the spatter event. Oh, come on! We assume the worst. What do we get? Medkit, spell, item. Ah, just remove some doom. I played overly safe. These people again. Head home. Go for a nap. Investigate forest. Wandering through the woods, you discover strange carvings on one of the trees. By the look of them, you were made recently. Could they be connected to the current mystery? Take a picture. Take a picture of the carvings to compare them to various sources at home. We resolve the event. Recently, they hired 2 nurses. Oh, yeah. Don't need to go all in on that one. Pale woman wearing a nurse outfit stops you. Yeah, sure. Have some blood. Ouch. They overdid it. The blood bag burst. Clash room. She said she would do everything to be like you, even if it meant to cheat death. 18. That's probably not worth it. 55%. Ain't that great a hit chance. Also, -1 all is fine. For those exps. Watch that. Another occult diary. Ay. Lower the doom. Investigate. Oh, discover a giant plush toy half buried in the ditch. -2 for all. Got him. The tapir. Have a rest. Round window in the crooked manor tower is calling you. sure. Just give yourself to it. Lost in time and space, you drift in nothingness until something pulls you towards the boreal expanse. Oh, that's more frostbite. More frostbite. That's a doom. Tell me, school nurse. She actually did heal my frostbite. OP. Ah, telephone sound multiple voices are too loud for you to ignore. Takes my reason. She also attacked my stamina. Why? Or did you? Don't even know anymore. Need to heal up a bit. Your friend has asked you to meet him at a certain secluded location. Getting there, you find a telescope with a note signed by your friend. The note tells you to look through the telescope. Oh no, it's Afyolath. It's getting closer. It's one hell of a prank, bro. Exploring the forest is exhausting. I'll find my way out. I actually did. I stumbled upon a sign. Running shoes. Art. Yeah, perception. Give me the perception. And dex? Yeah. Not setting a foot on this cursed land, says an old sailor. People point at and talk about a man on the other side of the street. He looks confused, muttering to himself, or occasionally touching a festering wound on his cheek. You stop in your tracks and listen to the man's cursed incantations. Shadow Shroud. Duration of the mystery, ignore location's threat level. Oh, that's a cost-free reason. That's well, that's a good one, isn't it? Lower Doom, because why not? Cast spell. That's up by 4. You stop by your home to pick up your lunch. You find a pile of letters. Read them. Oh, something truly evil. Sent me a picture. Oh, our master is coming, and we all can bask in its glory. Yeah. Come on. Not the greatest fight. Neighbors behaving strange, you say? Okay. Wandering through the empty corridor, you find an old vending machine. You don't recognize the brands of sodas inside. Got me a Professor Bubble. The trail growing cold, it might be time for a different approach. Study the local newspapers. Oh, extra. That's a lot of extra doom. Back to the fisherman. Oh, following a barking sound, you find yourself on a beach surrounded by rocks. And this ugly thing. It bit me. Like, stop. Find an empty tent. Again. So let's just go for some shut-eye. Back to the sea. More hiding secrets. Come on, give me the mask room. That's not a mask room. A headless body. Oh, that's just the head. That's just the head door. Like, hello, Amy. What you got? Black hair. Oh yeah, I can combine with a sewing kit. Back to the seaside. Takashi, a chipper voice about shout during a jog around the area. You turn your head to see another of your teammates in casual clothing. What's up, Captain? Wanna go jogging? With playful coaxing, you convince her to join you for another lap or two. The extra competition motivates you to push yourself harder, but you wrap up your workout tired but satisfied. Not necessarily what I wanted as an outcome. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Listen to him. Listen to the frogman. There's a lot at the seaside going on currently. Don't like it. Something gigantic standing in the water. Item, spell, material, doom. Have a nap. Go for the village. Oh, weird light, you enter the abandoned village building. The whole room is illuminated by countless paper lanterns in many colors. Is the human lantern. 6 damage. Trying to figure out if it's worth the damage for the XP, probably. Seems that no one wants to reclaim a certain suitcase. Only metro line in your town connects the university to science. Take a ride on the Ghost Express. Even though the metro car is completely empty, you arrive at your destination without any problems, saving valuable time. Sure. Enter the school gym. Oh no, it's the not doll again. Rest it up a little. Noise. 2 nurses. Doesn't even kill her. So sensible thing. So just run against these two. Reveal yourself. Hey there, says the hunter. Forest not safe. Take our flashlight and leave. Like, thanks. Investigation is starting to take a toll on me. It's a mean game. They're preparing for something. Spent the funds instead of any other meaningful resource. 37. So we're looking for information about a certain patient. Main corridor is dark and strangely empty. Spot a nurse at the registration booth. She's asleep. Let's just let. Oh, that's Doom for threat level. Misremembered. Huge fires consume the wing of the mansion. Come on, give me the mask room. Nope, that's not the mask room. That's more Doom. Let's try again. Hey, the art workshop. Mask. Stalker's mask, you say? Probably would have preferred a different one, but it's fine. Ish fine. Quickly sell that flashlight. Use Doom a little. Have a look at the school. Oh, Ritsko-chan. She has dug herself out. 2 stamina. That's fine. Not alive enough to be human. With them goat eyes. Investigate. Walking through the village, you're suddenly pulled behind a building. 2 menacing-looking masked figures block your escape. Do you serve the old ones? Sure. Nope. You don't want to learn the truth. Yeah. Whoever gets closer should be wearing masks. Look like everyone else is. How did you... That's not right. I'm supposed to have allies. It's the backstory. Oh, okay, I guess. They say a ghost of a heartbroken boy appears at the street at night. Is it an urban legend or is it true? Strength check ship failure. Well, we fell asleep. Hot bath. Folklore. Thinking. Ah, what the heck. It's not like we have anything else to do. Sure. See ya. Mr. Hermit, you're not supposed to be here anyways. Investigate. It was an anomaly. Brain damage. Okay. Sudden brain damage. No, suddenly a wall falls and withers in front of you. Falls apart. Hole-ridden monstrosity. Ah. reason. I stab it today and miss. That could have been great. That didn't matter because I missed the first time. But hey, we tried. He stabbed the whole ridden thing. Got enough time to have another quick rest, realize what's happening, joke's on them. Don't have as much money as they even want to steal. Shrine. Feeling hungry, you entered a small local restaurant, ordered daily special made by today's catch. Just where the hell did those fishermen go? Yeah, eat it. Feeling the eyes of the restaurant's guests on your back, you take a small bite of smelly seafood. Surprisingly good, but you kindly refuse another serving. Yep. Apartments. Ah, it's those guys again. Getting roughed up on a back street. Old man stops you and invites you into his house. You follow reluctantly, only to be amazed by the number of dusty old sorcery books. I can teach you a thing or two about magic, he says. Sure. What you got? Among the nonsensical stories the man told you, caught one thing that could be the truth. The void. Current event and instantly investigate a random otherworld location. Oh, I kinda like it. You feel watched. Just leave. And there it is. Third final stand. Wasn't too bad. Oh, can hear a faint sobbing sound coming from an alley nearby. There you approach a man on his knees. When you take a step closer, he suddenly stops and perks up. Can hear the nauseating sound of tearing skin. The glue corpse. 92% hit chance. Just go to town. Investigate. There's a local legend about a heartbroken seamstress. One stormy night she broke into the local inn and stitched the unsuspecting guests together. Her final gruesome artwork. It's just a legend, right? Sewing kit. Oh, nice. Was off the event. Yeah, combine with sewing kit. Makes the hair sewing kit. Oh, what's it? That's just really good. 2 needles and thread. Shouldn't you ask a doctor to do it? Nah, I'll do it myself. We now have a stitching on our face. Nope. No. Perfectly normal. Totally fine. And just a little bit of brain damage. They're knocking in the middle of the night. Once again, were you all quick enough to stand still? The whole building begins to shake as you enter the room. Suddenly a stone pillar bursts through the floor you stood just a second ago. Noticing the arcane symbol painted on the stone, you take a step closer. Just touch it. Your fingers touch the stone, the symbols disappear. That's a good thing, right? Nothing bad ever happened from touching occult stuff. Nothing. Not wanting to wait for an elevator, decide to take a rarely used stairs. Suddenly you trip Over Twister to corpse. 2, you say? That's just kinda... I mean, I got what I came for. So let's just leave the ghost alone. You're pleasantly surprised to meet your old friend while waiting for a train. She undoubtedly changed a lot since you last seen her. These days, she's moderating a web forum dedicated to the paranormal. Maybe she knows something useful. Just have a chat. It's certainly nice to meet an old friend after so many years, but don't learn anything important. Shrine. Oh. Yeah, let's see. No idea the funeral have been invited would end with the guests slashing their hands to feed the deceased with their blood. Sure. As gruesome as it is still a tradition. However, you can't shake the feeling that the deceased smiled slightly as you carefully cut your hand. Something's wrong. You don't see anyone on the street, and you could have sworn it was crowded just a minute ago. Better hurry up. Yep. And that's gonna be the last one. Oh yeah. Doomsday prep. And there we are. Under the mysterious Aphiolath influence, the city is engulfed in chaos. All the eldritch magic made your planet a bright waypoint for the bloated old god. And a tasty treat. Within the next 10 years, Earth will be devoured, and there's nothing you can do about it anymore. Woo! Or new achievement. It wasn't too bad. All in all. Unlocks hunting rifle. Just hope it has bullets. So... now... with that done... well, done for now. Maybe... I might as well have a look at one of the other challenges. Randomize for bad luck. Shiokawa 1980X. Still weird stuff's going on in our town. Old gods are awakening. We were entirely underprepared to do it. So, yeah, we did the, pacifist one. True believer, oh. Wrong book. Place necromonic with a cookbook. Grants the player random food items every now and then. Nice. Oh, he's just the best, isn't he? He's just a poor little idiot. I saw a quiet cigarette, started with a bottle of water instead. Cultist difficulty, cultist, true believer. I'm missing the characters for these two. This town, all additional action but rest are disabled for the duration of the playthrough. like, yeah, sure. Hey, it's the axolotl. The nuclear tests in the Pacific region have awakened something evil in the depths of the Mariana Trench. Fag is now slowly emerging, ready to once again rule the coastlines. 7th curse. That's just kind of mean. Safety in numbers? Don't know about that. The exp. Nothing in the cupboard. Gutting a big octopus. Found guilty of implanting dog teeth on human patients. Motive is currently unknown. When she did, her voice was always so calm. More octopus. Local police are helpless as more and more victims turn up in the downtown area with their throats slashed. So calm. That's the girl. The sweater. Took anybody? Oh. It's probably nothing. Well, what do we have? The Vigil. Fear Festival. Household Hell. Well, at least I have all 3 now for Household Hell. Flood. And the arms. Yeah, sure, do the arms. Remember when it started? The woman next door was strangled to death in her bed, with no sign of forced entry. The killer was never found, and the apartment remained vacant. The door to her apartment was closed, and she lived alone. What other ways in are there? Maybe you can get an apartment plan to compare with the other flats. Don't investigate school seaside apartments. So many things, just not existent. Oh. Ooh. Just a normal forest. Oh, it's just overlaid on everything, isn't it? Hospital twice. I might as well. Might as well try to get out of the way. Branding them like cattle, oh no! Well, let's do it again. To the hospital looking for information about a certain patient. The main corridor is dark and strangely empty. Spot a nurse in the registration booth. She's asleep from exhaustion. Be real quiet. Nope. You manage to sneak past her. Unfortunately, the old cabinet squeaks loudly, waking the nurse. You're thrown out of the hospital. The Anatomical Museum archive displays a specimen of elongated arms and jellied bones. Yeah. Well, let's have dinner. Something is wrong. Don't see anyone in the street. Sworn it was crowded just a minute ago. Don't investigate the apartments. Not fun. Fine, be angry. The apartment is on the 3rd floor. There's no way somebody used the window to escape the murder scene. Not even closing your eyes lets you unsee the irresistible gaze of Igor Fag. A voice inside your head suggests getting rid of your eyes entirely. For each passing day, you grieve it more and more. That's a radical step, but maybe it helps. You notice the odd placement of the ventilation shafts. They seem too small for anyone to crawl through, though. Find an envelope lying on a pillow in your bedroom. Inside is cash. Note from someone who has been watching you. Great. Don't blink. Did we miss something? A loud knocking wakes you up in the middle of the night. Open up! You know you're there. Are we able? Nope. They're not quick enough. Before you can answer, the door's letterbox suddenly opens and an unknown invader tries to look inside. You lurch back in shock. The man sees you and tries to get in, screaming curses the whole time. A neighbor calls the police and the attacker escapes from your apartment building. Oh, he tried. One neighbor's complaining about missing underwear. Mr. Your neighbor is a horror manga artist. He's struggling to come up with a satisfying ending to his newest story. What's that? It's I'm sure he'll be fine. It was all a dream. You're a genius, shouts Gramming Panther. Excuse me now, I got a bestseller to write. You roll your eyes and prepare to leave. Another neighbor's complaining about weird noises coming from the vents, and she's at home. Nope. Hear rustling on the other side of the apartment door. Someone's trying to get in. Yeah, I don't know about that. How about no? 4% doom. Painful. Oh. Return home to freshen up. When you enter the bathroom, however, you discover that your shower is missing. In its place, there's an old clawfoot tub. The whole thing feels surreal. Take a step towards it. Sure. Nope. The water in the bathtub suddenly gets murky and dark. Are you bathing in blood? Well, let's go into the boiler room. You enter the dark boiler room and trip over the pipe. Cursing, you find a light switch and gasp in horror. It's not a pipe at all. It's a long, rubbery arm coiling around the room and ending in a ventilation shaft. Coming closer, you can smell something vile and rotten. Check the vent. Yep, there's the pervert. You almost fall to the ground when you see the wide-open stare of the dead pervert. His elongated limbs stretching and disappearing into the vent's darkness. Inside his mouth, you find a tiny key. After the police arrive, the whole building gets searched. Following the arms, the detectives find the body of a man stuck in a ventilation shaft. Later, he is identified as the building's caretaker. In his closet, the police find pieces of underwear and voyeuristic photos of the tenants. You're questioned thoroughly and eventually released to as the murder case is being covered up as a case of an unfortunate gas leak. Safety in numbers. It's just kind of mean game. Roads out. 1% more doom. Dislike it game. I object. But doesn't do anything. Bit of reason. A ghost grey mist envelops the whole town. Vigil. B ending on that one still up. Getting the Fear Festival out of the way is probably not a bad idea. Can buy some souvenirs as well. All the money I have. Yeah, sure. Far out fable of a fear festival. Your aunt has sent you a letter, inviting you for a curious-sounding festival. It's held every 27 years in a small village. You don't like the sound of it, but your parents both agree. You need a break from all the stress. Inside the letter, there's a bus ticket. What's the worst thing that could happen? You ask yourself as you board the bus. Just when you thought your stomach couldn't handle it anymore, janky old bus stops at its destination. You get up and take a deep breath before looking around. It's a small village, and nearby fields are surrounded by a thick forest. Someone's waiting for me, wearing a dusty overall, who approaches us. It's the inn owner who promised to pick you up. Following close behind him, your eyes are drawn to his hands, which are so deformed they resemble claws more so than hands. What? Let us... Oh. I'll take the wine. What's the flip side? Ah, an empty bottle. Come on, let's buy some stuff. Let's buy souvenirs. Okay. 1 luck or 2 luck? I'll go for 2 luck. No. Anything else? C slot again. Today's goal, learn more about the festival. A weird sound wakes you up. You step closer to the window and look out. You can't see anything and get ready to go back to bed when suddenly the moon comes from behind the thick clouds. 3 hooded figures are standing at the forest's edge. One by one they light their torches and disappear behind the trees. Who are they? What's that about? They all wore strange masks. Should you follow them into the forest or try to find some information about the festival? Do I want the mask? What else? No, that's... should be a B item. Yeah. Wait, what's that? Check out the painting. Oh no, we've been watched. Worried and furious about a hole in the wall, you enter the inn from the back, trying to find a room that connects with yours. Thinking you finally found it, you enter and... all walls are covered with blood and gore. Someone has scribbled weird symbols everywhere. You spot something on the nightstand, but there's too much flesh and blood to tell what it is from here. Take it. The gore is too much for your stomach. When you finally compose yourself, you grab the thing. For a second you were worried it was a skull you had in your hand. As you wipe more blood off, it's clear you've picked up a weird-looking mask. Perfection. Going back to the inn, you overhear 2 masked villagers. They are talking about something awakening the next dawn. You wonder what's up with that. You decide to block the entrance to your room with a nightstand. The festival is ending tomorrow, you can't be too careful. Well, relax a bit. Patch up your wounds and enjoy the nature. Some more souvenirs. Prayer beads. Cook it and eat it. Give me the candles. Why is it so quiet? Is that blood? Trail of blood and sickly smelling sludge leads to the outskirts of the village. Somewhere in the dark forest, there's an answer waiting for you. Let's have a look. Discover an old campsite located on the edge of a small clearing. The tent has been knocked down and the food and utensils have been scattered everywhere. Investigate. Nope. Did wolves learn to walk on their hind legs? That's impressive deduction. Oh, you're surprised to find a well-dressed man sitting on a rock in the middle of the forest. Get closer, however, discover that he's wearing a realistic mask that falls to the ground. Do you have a moment to speak about his product? Dream salesman. Oh yeah, we don't have a weapon. So... bye, I guess. Doom is looking rough. Exploring is exhausting. You seem to walk in circles, unable to leave the cursed forest. Hours later, a pair of hikers find you and help you. You're embarrassed, but safe. Drooping tree branches hang over the path, framing it in an almost macabre way. It's almost inspiring. You're completely lost in your thoughts. You wander around the woods for a long time, but you're sure you have some new leads in your investigation. Well, ain't that great. You also found a factory, which, well... The sun is slowly rising as you get closer to the abandoned industrial building. Cautiously entering the factory, you can't help but notice the forest has become totally silent. You are not the only one trying to stop the ritual and save your friends. Special forces have raided your gold hideout, arresting the suspects. Led outside, a handcuffed cult leader suddenly stops. You are too late. Our lord is free once more. You were too slow. Later that day, after the interrogation, the detectives let you go free. Festival guests are still missing to this day. You board the old bus, wondering what exactly happened. We got a sweet new mask. What's the next and there goes the bath. No more health gain between mysteries. Just what I wanted, eh? Outdoorsman? Sure. Good reason in that case. Now we did get the missing person one earlier. Dog teeth. There's a lot about dog teeth. Moidas, more dog teeth. It's the hot news story of the day. Don't know if I can only trigger once. Feels like it at least. Ramen shop appeared somewhere. All of a sudden. Household hell. There are many old mansions around town. Manor is one of them, supposedly haunted by a family of 4 who disappeared without a trace one summer. There's the only tragic event that took place there. Oh yeah, the axolotls watching as well. Seaside. Well. Like to find a sweater? Hey! Walking through the woods, you discover a sweater. It's torn apart and covered in blood, but where's the owner? Wait a minute. You recognize that sweater. It belongs to the girl who went missing. As you crouch down to inspect it, you hear a faint rustling of leaves. Behind you stands Moriko, the missing girl, with an old shotgun aimed at you. You raise your hands and explain who you are. She nods and helps you get up. It seems like you're not the only one trying to save this town. Hey, we did it. New character. So, something has been achieved, at least. Nothing else, progress has been made. Getting access to the student database would certainly speed up your investigation. But the receptionist would never allow it. If only there was a way to make her go away for a while. This doctor. Unannounced inspection? Thank you for telling me. While the receptionist is busy updating some boring paper, you copy some names and addresses from the database. The building was supposed to be somewhere near the cliffs. You copy the mansion photo from a newspaper and prepare to leave. Let's do it. They say a ghost of a heartbroken boy appears on the street at night. It's just an urban legend. Or is there some truth to the tale? I'll light a holy candle. Not wanting to waste more time, you decide to light a holy candle, hoping to bring the ghost to rest. Well, I guess it worked. It's like, don't investigate the seaside. Oh. Something pulls you towards the beach. A statuette, half buried in sand, is calling you. Take it. I want it. It's heavier than it looks. Mesmerized, you wonder where you're displayed. I want it. It's mine. You make it through the window. It's the abandoned mansion your friends have talked about. So let's have a nap. And look around the mansion. Find a heavy tome wrapped in moth-eaten black velvet in an old locked cabinet. Do just burn it. Burn it. Yeah, burn it. Another flash tome. It's gotta be the middle, right? Nope. Nope. Get punched in the middle. I think last time it was the corner. Feel watched. Light another candle. Oh yes, that's another thing. You purify it 2 places. Light the holy candles, purifying the room. Oh, that was quick succession. The room layout in this place doesn't make any sense. You've been trying to leave this mansion, but each door leads to the same musty hallway. You start to panic, trying to find a solution. Luck check, success! I've like what, 3 luck? 4 luck at this point. You decide to follow the walls, or plus 4 luck. When you touch it with your hand, you hear a click sound, and a hidden door appears in front of you. Just about to say, I've been having horrible luck with these, so... There you go. You're unsure what to expect. The sturdy door to the study opens with a creak. The dark, dusty room is empty, but something feels wrong. A faint draft, perhaps? You move the rotten carpet aside to reveal a secret passageway cut directly into the cliff rock. Following a strange song, you discover a hidden passage that leads you to an underground chamber connected to the sea. You can't find the source of the sound, but then it hits you. The acoustics of this place make the waves sound like the most beautiful serenade. Mesmerized, you step closer to the stone altar at the end of the room. It's like... Don't think they count as a light source. Not that I know the the amount it hurts. So let's just step closer. Unholy chants coming from the caves connecting to the mansion must have driven the family insane. For no connection to the outside world, they fed on what they had, themselves. However, this doesn't explain the fresh corpses and wet tracks around the altar. Whoa. What do we get? Air feels heavy, making it hard to breathe. Rest actions less effective. So that's great. Make the only action I can do even worse. A statue that. Do. Vigil or flood. Vigil, I guess. Received an official-looking letter. What does a law firm from Tokyo want from you? Regret to inform you of the passing of your client and of our client and your great uncle. His funeral will be preceded by an overnight vigil, as per the client's request. There's an address and a list of people expected to arrive. You don't recognize any of the names. Intrigued, you decide to check it out for yourself. What's the worst that could happen, eh? Following the directions from the letter, you slowly fight your way through the overgrown forest path. The old mansion looks like it was torn down and rebuilt many times over. But where is everybody? Well, shucks. Oh, you enter the room full of wooden statues. You are amazed by how realistic some of them look. So realistic, in fact, that you could have sworn one of them blinked. So realistic. Especially the head shape. Well, bye. It takes some time, but finally you manage to find someone. Is that another guest? Should ask them what's going on. Hawado. Weird fiction, right? A pair standing next to the window. The man is muttering something to himself while his wife is observing you with her unnaturally bulgy eyes. Oh, she does have gills. She has the Innsmars looker. Body's in the master bedroom. Well, thanks for telling me that, I guess. Something's in the mirror. Who's this? It's Sotomura. Muscular man is eyeing you as you take a step towards him. Can't help but notice a deep scar across his cheek. Didn't get this with your letter? Have mine. Bow, clap, clap, bow. Well, mesh the bedroom. Bow, clap, clap, bow. A lot of wiggling. Inspect the foot. Explore a bit. Weird cloud formation has formed above Shiokawa. Oh, it's almost cute. Everyone you know thinks it's really freaky, but you can't help but observe it. You know there's a hidden, unsettling truth behind the weather lately. Light the fireplace. Do it! Spot some dry firewood and add it to the fireplace. What's in the storage room? A black spot. Yeah, this you shudder instantly recognizing the room from a newspaper photo. 3 years ago, a man hanged himself here. Why is a vigil being held in a place like this? Oh, that's just... Most basic of questions. There's a local legend about a heartbroken seamstress. Again. There's been someone neglecting the sewing machine. On the sewing machine, you spot a strange engraving. When you get closer to investigate, your mind is flooded with forbidden knowledge. You leave the room quickly. A spell, you say. Ancestral strength. +1 damage. Oh. Sure. It's midnight. You should go and pray. Clap, 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 bow. Someone's missing? Yes. Someone is guiding your moves. Seems that someone has already removed all the furniture from the room. The overgrown plant is casting an unsettling shadow. Everybody's gone. Investigation can wait. Yeah, take a bath. Didn't actually increase. Managed to find one of their guests. They are shaken but otherwise safe. Both want to get out. Reminds me of one of my books. Nothing at 1 AM. Burn an envelope in the study. Sure. Look around. You think about a weird case of 3 people vanishing by the seaside. Rumor says they just walked into the sea and disappeared under the waves. It's horrible, but you want to follow them, too. Yeah, I didn't need that sanity. Nah. Didn't need that at all. Oh, yep. Hi. Really should clean your nose. Kill them. Open or burn? Open. Gain a spell. Skin removal, you say. Deal 6 damage. Fame. Each ally. Cult signs. A little bit of reason regain. Gonna get an account right now. No, art workshop. Yeah. It's a ritual mask. You stumble upon Sotomura, furiously scratching his scarf. Each motion he gets a little deeper. Each motion more blood appears. Each motion he takes a step towards you. 16. Don't have a weapon. Just kick him. It's 120. It's like might as well make it as likely as I can. Hey. Can do it. She did it. As the vigil is nearing its end, the whole mansion shakes more and more until the walls start to collapse, revealing the shocking truth about your whereabouts. It's a place. Walls of the corridor collapse, revealing an alien landscape. You can taste blood in your mouth as the slimy appendages get closer. It's like, where are you? Yeah, not gonna need that anymore. Oh, sure. I stab FD. It's not like I have a choice. The voice booms in your head as everything gets dark. When you wake up, you find yourself lying on the wet grass. The old mansion nowhere to be seen. Standing next to you is a naked, bloated old man. You recognize the tattoo on his man's toe. It's your uncle. With coarse voice, he explains the ritual. You try to keep up with him, but you're weak, and your head spins. The death toll must remain the same. 2 die and 2 survive. Feel like vomiting as the old man who has cheated death disappears behind trees. Everything gets dark. The man who you thought was your uncle has cheated death, making you an accessory to murder. You know the police officers won't believe you when you tell them the truth, and you do your best to forget the nightmares you have left behind. Game. Game. Yeah, that seems wrong. I think the axolotl had enough of us. It's going back home. Into the trench. Well, maybe the world's not lost after all. Then again, well, at least, well, the world's probably saved. Not so sure about us though. What did we get? We got the ritual mask. Compared to Carcosa, that's probably more helpful. If this was any of the easier mysteries, then this would be done, basically over. It's like thanks game. Group of researchers from a university in Tokyo are researching a curious rock formation. It was discovered a few weeks ago by tourists in a village next to Shiokawa. You've read about it in a newspaper. The sudden disappearance of the tourists was the subject of school gossip for a few days, but ultimately no one was found. The rock formation must be somehow connected to the events happening in your town. Feeling that the researchers can help you, you decide to pack yourself and visit the village yourself. Need to reach the inn. Still going. The bus suddenly stops as the driver opens the door. Reluctantly you notice you're still far from the village itself. However, before you can ask any questions, the doors close. As the old bus drives away, you see the village in the distance. Hoping it won't rain too much, you stop to look at the clouds. Suddenly, you hear splashing sounds behind you. That's strange. You thought you were the only passenger on that bus. -2 stam. Can't run from this encounter. Yeah. Now the best I can do is kick him a bunch. And kick him I shall. I missed. Missed again. Bong. Managed to defeat a mysterious assailant, but he flees into the woods before he can tear his mask off. Who was that? Rest at the inn. You enter the inn hoping to find the research team there. Every room is empty except for one. In the last one, you find a visibly stressed man, Matsuda-san, the expedition leader. Thank God you came. We've been attacked by the villagers and got separated. I'm worried for my colleagues. The things we've learned here, the knowledge, it's too dangerous. You must escape this place as soon as possible. He looks out the window before continuing. The last time I saw my team was at a school. We used an empty classroom to keep our research notes and equipment. Should look there for clues. Remember, we must flee before the river level gets too high. Shouldn't rest now. Boo. Aww. Fine. Break into the school. For doom. Managed to find the empty classroom Matsuda-san was talking about. The researchers are gone, but hopefully the notes you found will help you locate them. At this point, I wonder. It's like, could the... set up surprisingly well, thanks to that. A parasitic organism burrows under the bark, undulating slowly. The bark is flabby and sticky, it makes you recoil in horror. Despite your best efforts, you feel like the neighborhood is changing. Found Sakino Okada, the geologist. And that's all. Aww. Fine, escape the village. Villagers are disappearing, but where to? I know this tune. Well, let's punch a group of naked people. No, it doesn't. Missed once. Oh, we're gonna move into this place now. Because we're gonna go crazy. Nowhere near enough to... There's nothing really can do about it. But accept the invitation. You want to join the fertility dance? But I don't. Ah. The sun rises again, the river level lowers, leaving the fields fertile. In 9 months, a new generation of Kaibara villagers will be born. Your mind broken after the ritual, you will be kept alive, at least until the day your child is born. Oh well. Decently close. Mostly thanks to the bug. It's like the axolotl just really had was fed up with what's going on. Just, yeah, it's like, I'm gonna retreat back into the ocean. It's not the... So that's the monument. That one's new, and the missing girl has been found. New character unlocked. New location unlocked. New story. In that case, I want to try out... Oh, oh, it's gonna be bad. Didn't randomize for bad luck. An old train slows down and stops at its last station. The end of the world is at hand, and you finally arrived in Doomed Town. New character. Ignoring her father's warnings, she decided to hunt the monsters, killing the animals, to protect the forest, and, unknowingly, save the world. Starts with her father's shotgun. Just any of them is fine. It's filling up nicely. Go for it. Continue. Now. Now, which old one to take though? Just a little distracted right now. Visited by the cat. Oh well, he's new. Take the axolotl again. We're woken by the nuclear tests in the Pacific region. You're born on a bad moon. 4 damage, speed, illicit firearm, 15 damage when shot. Equip it for now. Daddy's girl. 1 to 2 bullets. Huh. More perception? I probably should take a look. Yeah. Extra ammunition at home. Coat shop. Want the nurse, maybe. Forgotten by everyone, the outer entity will help you against all gods for a price. Oh, that's probably something... That's probably defeat the outer entity one, isn't it? I'll just have to try it. At least there's no 2 things auto-selected on the seaside. It's empty. It's a nice day. 5x. I'm being watched. So what's your outfit like? Warm jackets. Doom, Moriko. The world's coming to an end. So what you got? School scissors, sailors, fear festival, bulletin, painting. Not really in the mood for the bulletin. Or the sailors for that matter. Eels. Scissors again. Painting. Potential recluse. Nah. More fear festival. More recluse. Tacoma. Yeah, I got dreamed of ours last time. Noisy nails. Nah. Bulletin again. It's the one I didn't want. The arms. Should just take one of them now. Ah. It's like at this point, just don't give me the. Yeah, I'll go for it. Fungicide. Wonder what the A ending is for this one. Still missing another ending for the mermaids. It's the ward. Yeah, go for the ward. Why not? Why not? Varying write-up of a wordless ward. Got a call from a classmate's mother. With teary voice, she told you your friend has a nasty accident and currently awaiting an important surgery. They asked to call you and request to spend a few evenings with them. That's weird. You haven't exactly had a close relationship lately, but you agreed to visit your friend starting tonight. Just in case, I'll bring my shotgun. Your classmate is at the hospital awaiting the surgery. Go and visit them tonight. Let's go on a shopping trip. At this rate. I'm gonna buy a compass because it's on brand. Enter the hospital. Where could your classmate be? Probably in the somewhere upstairs. Oh, that's not upstairs. That's the cellar region. Find yourself in an old, unused part of the hospital. Take a deep breath. The disgusting smell of thawed remains still lingers in the room. Used to be the hospital's mortuary, but doctors determined the cause of death. Search the cabinet. Something flashes in the corner of a dusty drawer. Too late you realize it's a rusty scalpel. And you cut yourself. Woof. Check the patient room. Your friend is lying on a bed, still sleeping after the surgery. Their face is almost completely covered in bandages. You sit on what must be the most uncomfortable chair in the world, thinking how pointless it is to wait here. Having nothing else to do, you decide to go and buy something to drink from the vending machine. Walking through the hospital corridor, you're stopped by an older man with a cast on his leg. Could you help me go down these stairs? Nope. You struggle to help the man, but you both fall down the stairs. The man's cast breaks and you scream. Underneath the cast there is a seething sore, frothing with green bubbles. The man smiles, his smile way too wide for his face. And that's the point when you leave and never come back. The next day passes without any incident, and before you know it, another evening has come. With an increasing reluctance, you head towards the hospital. I mean, yeah, sure. Let's go up. Oh, they're branding the people again. They're preparing them for a feast for the Eldritch Masters? Your friend woke up earlier today. You spent some time talking about school and recent events, but still can't shake the feeling something about them seems off. Finally, they go to sleep. Decide to take a walk to stretch your legs. Booping on the nose. My compass helps me find my way. In the morning, you usually only remember glimpses of your dreams. You know two things. First, they are always both terrifying and inescapable. Second, the man from your nightmares is standing on the other side of the street, looking for you. Confront him! Nope. Getting closer, you start panicking as the situation starts to resemble your nightmares. Finally, you reach the breaking point and run. Oh, she's having a hell of a time. The next day on your way home, you are stopped by your friend's mother. She has a package for her child. You promise to hand it over. Shouldn't open it. What could be inside? What's this? Ask about my classmate. You don't like the nurse's weird smile. Just go up. No. Stumble upon a nurse trying to open the door to the intensive care unit, constantly mumbling something. When she turns around, her face makes you scream in horror. It's fairly slow. Prep 40. 93% is decently high though. That's 10 damage. Don't need to waste my bullets. Just bonk her. They're getting restless. Hey, your mom asked me to deliver your package. When asked what's inside, it just stared at you. Short night's rest is catching up with me. You enter the hospital looking for information about a certain patient. The main corridor is dark and strangely empty. Ooh. Sneak. No. Thrown out of hospital. The next day passes without any incident, and before you know it, another evening has come. Rest a bit. Enter the hospital. Where could my classmate be? As part of therapy, some patients took part in art classes. Some of their work fills you with dread. Sure. Your friend just keeps staring at you. Did I tell you you're really beautiful? They ask, twisting their swollen lips in a smile. Thanks? Don't go yet. Yeah, let's get something to eat. Alarmed by the sound of glass breaking, discover a corpse of a policeman. Steal the gun. And now we have loads of bullets. Just gonna load the shotgun with the Revolver ammo. The next day passes without any incident. Before you know it, it's another evening. Yeah, let's go up. There's another cute cloud over Shiokawa. Take the elevator. Drive further down the corridor. Turn to reception area. Enter the morgue. It's closed. Interesting. Final phase of my surgery is tomorrow. Just can't wait to show you the result. Can't help but shudder thinking about the final day. I'm sorry. Have you seen a doctor? He suddenly disappeared. I'm not sure if the surgery's over. Yeah, you might just be done. Bam. The old 1-2. None of these people is prepared to actually shoot a gun. Rest because of... Suddenly all the lights in the hospital go out. With a bad feeling in your gut, you decide to check on your friend one last time to get the hell out of here. Hello? You're shocked to find an empty bed. The parcel you've delivered is unwrapped on a nightstand. Ignoring the faint footsteps from the corridor, you take a peek. Inside, there's a torn price tag for a butcher's knife. The footsteps are getting louder. Do you like what I did to my face? I've always admired you, you know, even when you acted like you didn't know me at all. I think the result is perfect. Too perfect, in fact, for two people to share the same face. Raise the butcher's knife you involuntarily brought. Well... blast him. Second round. Bump. We'll level up. A deft hand. Fire melee attacks are 20% faster. I like it, I like it, I like it. The person who tried to steal your life now lies on the hospital floor, dead. Maddened, you keep smashing their face until only a gory mess remains. When you come back to your senses, you stumble out the hospital room and into the dark corridor. The doors of the other rooms slowly begin to open, and you are reminded about what the crazed friend told the other patients about you. Out of every room stretches the bandaged head of a patient, their bruised faces eerily similar. They all want to meet you. The old god stirs. Ugh, not again. Come on, game. I like my cheap regen. It's just kind of cruel. Wouldn't know where to find a buyer for it. Yeah. Found footage, flood again, botanist, got a bullet. Let's deal with the mermaids. The janitor was obsessed with mermaids. He collected every scrap of the legend about them in his school basement. Now his mind has snapped. He's decided it's time to make one of his own, using unfortunate students' bodies as materials. There's one thing everyone at the school is talking about. Another girl from the area has gone missing. Could there be anything connected to all the missing people? I should investigate downtown. Don't investigate downtown. Well, let's go to the seaside instead. Oh, military exercise makes you feel safer, but are guns enough to stop the unspeakable horrors? Probably not. And that's just mean, game. Make the axolotl angry. Think about the weird case of 3 people vanishing by the seaside. Rumors say they just walked into the sea and disappeared under the waves. It's horrible, but you want to follow them too. Asking around the neighborhood got you some results. It seemed that the girls attended the same school. Who'd have known? Corridors flooded by black sludge that's slowly oozing from underneath the door of the chemistry classroom. A damp, moldy stench grows as you get closer. Take a detour. Doom. Better safe than sorry. Take the stairs up another floor to avoid the sludge. All the missing girls are apparently members of the swimming team. Maybe somebody saw the kidnappers stalking them. Maybe. Suddenly, everything slows to a crawl. The old shotgun. And fair enough. That's 16 damage. Bonk, 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 bonk. Find a notebook containing handwritten and detailed notes about the swimming club itself. And mermaids? Investigate a morbid school as opposed to the normal school. The nauseating stench stops you. Someone has scattered rotting fish guts everywhere and hung up countless fish heads. Cover your mouth and slowly retreat as a vast flock of seagulls outside viciously attacks the windows. Apartment, school, or village. Whoever the kidnapper may be, they seem to be really obsessed about mermaids. Inside the science lab, you find a plan for the town's sewer system. Someone has marked a path straight from the sea directly to a school building. Pleasantly surprised to meet your old friend while waiting for a train. She's undoubtedly changed a lot since you last seen her. These days, she's moderating a web forum dedicated to the paranormal. Sure, have a coffee. In between conspiracy theories and Bigfoot sightings, you hear the worrying rumor about an old god slowly awakening to rule the earth once again. Could this be a reason for recent horrific events? Something wrong here. Weird apathy seems to infect every adult you ask for help. Just get the seaside done. The ocean is hungry. Just walk away. That's a lot of reason. Have a nap. Pretend nothing's happening. Your path is blocked by a rotting corpse covered in poison ivy. -2 stehen. That one doesn't matter, might as well do it like this. In that case, just bonk bonk, bonk bonk. Compare the sewer plan with a school map and suddenly it dawns on you. School basement! Nah, come on. Come on, Axolotl. Be nice. The pool is empty at this hour. It's dark. Just turn on the lights. There's no turning back now. God, let's hope she's alright. You bust through the door to the janitorial closet, but it's already too late. The latest missing girl is lying on a dirty mattress, her upper torso at least. A tail of a fish has been crudely sewn in place of her legs. She was too weak and died. You heard the man janitor say. He looks you up and down. Maybe you'll do. He has 35 HP, okay. And he probably hurts like a bastard. That's 19 damage though. Bump. 16, you say? Really? I should have just shot him. Bonk. Had to miss twice on that 90% chance, didn't I? Yuck. Yikes. Good old fire axe. Sell that one. Immediately. Folklore. All the stamina. The mad janitor's body slumps to the floor. You pick up his axe and, using it as a crutch, you try to leave the room. Injured and weakened, you slowly lose consciousness in the school corridor. Police officers find you a few hours later. No trace of the mad janitor is found, but you will sleep a little better tonight, knowing that the other students are safe. Got a bullet. Spells are more expensive. 41. What else you got? Found footage, flood. I could just leave the botanist to his own fate. More or less. Part of me wants to try out what happens if you just rest in the village inn until the flood's so high that all you can do is escape. That's ending B. Trust the government. But in that case, I should have done this first and rather go for a restart. So let's get the botanist in. Your neighbor asks you for help. Her husband, Shiro-san, has gone missing. She's worried it might be connected with the new fertilizer he ordered from Tokyo. Where is he, and why would he need so much fertilizer? You've got the business card of a gardening company where the missing man was working. Maybe some of his colleagues could tell you something useful. Sure. Investigate the school. You hear a faint sound while walking outside the biology classroom. Inside is an old anatomy model. Its heart beating. Almost makes you sick. Just almost. Get the school location in whilst we can. Hearing footsteps behind you, realize you aren't the only student here. A girl wearing a demon's mask starts giggling as she gets closer. Oh, you're gonna be in for a rough time. Bomb. A broken box cutter. Sharp yet fragile. New yet undefined species of the cordyceps fungus has been observed to infect rats, taking over their bodies. Could it have the same effect on mammals? Well, we'll find out. Not even closing your eyes lets you unsee the irresistible gaze of your Ugophag. A voice inside your head suggests getting rid of your eyes entirely. For each passing day, you grieve it more and more. That's a good reason to go to bed. Just have a nap. Investigate downtown. Shiro-san has always been a weirdo, but he's good at what he does. Last month, he ordered a pack from the experimental fungicide from Tokyo. I think I've seen a dispatch order of an address somewhere, the old man says. Help me move the dirt and I'll look for it. Fine. Despite your best efforts, you feel like the neighborhood is starting to change. Threat level increase. Was already doomed. Downtown mansion or hospital? While the dispatch order is stained with foul-smelling liquid, you think you can make out the address, at least parts of it. The house is somewhere in a nearby forest. Let's go for another nap before we head into the forest. Wandering down the dirt path of the village, you find yourself someplace familiar. You realize this is where you used to live when you were little. As your mind drifts, you wander further down the road. You find yourself at the cemetery where Mom is buried. Need a shovel. Leave a quick offering. From a nearby temple, you buy incense and flowers. After cleaning the grave and placing your offering, you spend a few minutes praying. You don't remember her, and you were too young. But the way Dad talks about her, you still miss her anyways. It's dark. You don't remember the trees growing so close to each other. The feeling that you're being watched, and when you hear a branch snapping, you quickly turn around. There is someone standing in the trees, just a few meters away. That's the reason? No, that's doom. The decomposing skin and vacant stare can only mean one thing. It's a corpse someone has propped up. The idea that someone could do it so close to you and so quietly makes you shudder. Shudder. Makes you shudder. Thicket. Follow the faint sound of a telephone line pole. The moment you notice giant hairy balls underneath it, they start to twitch and rise. 105% hit chance. Bonk, 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 bonk. Stop trying to kiss me, just... Abandoned hut. Walking through the woods, you discover a sweater. It's torn apart and covered in blood. But where's the owner? It's me. Wild beast must have killed this poor person. You say a quick prayer before continuing. Hearing some rustling behind a bush, you decide to hide behind a tree. There you spot 3 men, each armed with a rifle. They are obviously looking for something. Or someone. Say hi. Charisma check failure. Hasty aid. You walk from behind a tree and wave. Suddenly you hear a bang and feel an impact in your shoulder. which quickly turns into intense pain. Damn, that's not him! You hear the scream of one of the men before everything gets dark. When you open your eyes, you find yourself next to a road leading out of to the forest. Your wound is bandaged, but you fear it's not enough. Come and replace hasty aid with a new random injury. Ugh. Outdoorsman, art knowledge. Sure, outdoors. The great outdoors. For stamina. Well, there's only so often. Oh, no, that's the mansion. Finally, after what felt like hours of following the dirt road, you find the old mansion. It's completely overgrown with plants you've never seen before. In front of the mansion is the guarding company minivan filled with boxes. Slowly, you enter the building with caution. Stand in the middle of the room and suddenly the floor gives way. Bump. Falling through the hole in the floor, you find yourself in an overgrown basement. In the corner lies a man you recognize. It's Shiro-san, the missing gardener. You must help him escape this cursed place. Or do I have to? Look around. That takes so long. It's like if I just... Is that gonna have an effect if I just have let the... No. Shiro, what? Top of Shiro-san's head flies off, revealing his brain. Bursts the fruity body of a fungus. Anything else to be done? No. Just... I mean, really just blast him. BAM! The fungus dies, and with it, the gardener. With no body to grow from, you hope that that's the end of it. You finally understood something. The plants weren't attacking you, they were protecting you from the unnatural form of life. Weakened, you stumble out of the mansion, hoping to forget. Store closed. Poor doggy. Third key. Not looking too great. It's not looking too bad either, but... Tapes or flood? Probably should do the flood first. So let's just... A group of researchers from a university in Tokyo are researching a curious rock formation. As they do. Let's get our stalker. Yes, Stalker-kun. 120% hit chance. That is the best I can do. I could blast him. I would make the rest of the investigation harder, so... Might as well do it like this. You manage to defeat a mysterious assailant, but he flees into the woods before he can tear his mask off. Who was that? It feels like... Well, it sounds like there should be an alternate ending to that. Another weird cloud! A lot of extra doom from the axolotl. Empty classroom. Well, let's go back in. It's the mannequin. It's not a mannequin. Theologist found. Check the village. Feeling hungry. One bite won't hurt. Cursed. Feeling the eyes of the restaurant's guests on your back, you take a small bite of the smelly seafood. It tastes like the sea and melts in your mouth. The restaurant owner nods and smiles strangely. As my skin shrivels and turns black in parts. No one answers when you knock at Professor Takuchi's door. It's odd, as he usually punctual about his appointments. The smell of blood tells you something's wrong, and you quickly open the door and enter. There's no sign of the professor, but the quantity of blood leaves everything... Exactly. Got an injury. Oh, that's terrible. Found the linguist. That is horrible. Clearing. Find yourself in a forest. There's a ribcage woman. Just leave. Just investigate. What was that? 2 stamina at the end of each mystery. Yeah, that's fine. I think reason more important. Exploring the forest is exhausting. Use your compass. Using your compass to determine the direction, you start walking in a straight line. It doesn't take long to finally spot the buildings. You feel safer. Oh, got him. Blocked. Boo. As we have to deal with the monster. Oh yeah, just... That one's down and dealt with. That's 34 damage. Bam, bam. Take the shotgun tit. Broken jaw, you say. Can't cast spells. Off combat. It disappeared as suddenly as it was found. We saved all of them. What? It's Monday? No, it's Tuesday. What? What? 5% extra doom. So that leaves the tapes. Found Freaky Tale, found footage. On the first anniversary of the disappearance, a suspicious man has started asking questions. He claims to be a private investigator hired by the parents of the students. Except the parents of your friends didn't hire him. Who is he, and what did the students discover out there? That's the question, isn't it? Probably I should go to the hospital. And get my torn muscle fixed. Badly bruised. -1 strength. Oh, it's not great, but oh, we can at least use the back of the shotgun. Stumble upon a computer room. This is a good opportunity to check the school's database to look for anything that might help. I'll leave it. Can't waste time in front of a computer. Surely have a nap. Downtown. While you walk through the crowded space, someone bumps into you and apologizes and steals my wallet. Forest and school. Village is fine. Everyone in the village is unsettlingly friendly. An old farmer points you to an old stone. The missing group supposedly started a forest trip there. Same place where you just banished an eldritch river entity. An old priest is performing a ritual to appease a local demon imprisoned underground. You're invited to join him. I don't think that's a good idea. He frowns and walks away. Looking back one last time, you continue deeper into the woods. Oh. A sudden storm forces you to find shelter. Well, if only I could read. Quick thinking? Probably quick thinking. Also... Sure... Nah, let's take this down. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Said a famous priest died on this rock. Too risky. Stirred by your surroundings, you take a step back and trip on a branch. I'm just... I'm graceful as all. As everybody. It's a bad time to be out of cash. Sell the world. Sell them out. Seeing I'm on 50 something. A wet splash behind you makes you stop. You slowly turn around to see a young girl sluggishly walking in your direction. In her eyeball there's a swarm of disgusting worms. One of them falls to the floor with a splash. Well, you'd think that's not... It's like eels, but... Free stamina. It's just... That's not worth it. Just leave. Just leave. The forest, you hear faint whimpering in the distance. You discover a wild dog. Help him. You free the dog and the rusty mechanism snaps. But the rusty mechanism snaps and the trap closes on your hand. We saved the dog. Trees overhead begin to block the sunlight and you begin to feel gloomy. I should have switched into my gloom on doom sweater. Giant plush toy buried in a ditch. Mine is free to all. To buy. You think about a weird case of 3 people vanishing in the seaside. Rumors say they just walked into the sea. We kinda wanna do the same. How's it looking? Following trail, pray, lose reason. Didn't need reason anyways. Investigate, yep, didn't need the reason. Going down again. Don't... Oh, just lift the heaviest box. Oh yeah, it's 1 damage for free reason. Okay. The room at Witch House seems empty. Take the cassettes and run. The forest is restless. Didn't quite manage to... An epidemic. Treatment and surgery actions cost more. So get the bullet. Bullet. Is that just an interaction of the giant axolotl? Or is it broken? Enter the lighthouse. Let me... 59% doom. 55, it went down. Following the winding staircase, you are stopped by a metal gate. The tiny page nailed to the gate explains that opening the gate will require you to grab 2 metal rods. Bzz. Got zapped. You grab the rods, electricity flowing through your body and burning the nerve endings. The pain is almost unbearable, but the gate opens. Following the winding staircase, you are stopped by darkness. Push on through. Decide to brave the veil. Finally emerge a while later, safe. You can't, however, explain the blasphemous whispers. Following the winding staircase, you find a metal gate that blocks your way. It's locked, but you notice an electrical cable. It seems to connect the door to a hole inside the central pillar. There's a switch inside. You'll have to risk getting cut by the numerous glass shards. Sure. Feel the sharp glass ripping your flesh as you search for the switch. Finally, grab a cable and follow it with your bleeding fingers until you find the button. Following the winding staircase, you're stopped by... Wait a minute. Someone has been taking photos focused on you. The photos include the enemies you fought with. Something wrong. You can't precisely say what. Dullness? Nope, that's wrong. Climbing the winding staircase, you're stopped by a masked man wearing an expensive suit. Hey, dude. Just unload into him. It's not like he can do anything. And smash the coal. Hey. Oh, not allowed to read. Next day everything feels like a bad dream. Doesn't it? The pillars are related to the cult of... No new achievements. But... we managed to... How many do I actually have? Stamina, reason loss. Earth devoured by Aphulath. Perished in the hecatomb. Organs liquefied. Mouth slit. Lost in the other world. Survived generic. Lost in Yogath gaze. Stabbed to death. Moved to Kaibara. Well, clearly there's a couple more. Let me try something. Customize the playthrough. Randomize for bad luck. Been a fairly successful day so far. You fit right in for this. No backstory to interfere. Somewhere they are toiling away. Geisel. When in doubt, pick Geisel. My onyx medallion. Don't think this matters for now. But hey. It's empty. I already look. Oh yeah, it's. Yes, I do remember. Looking at her outfits. I want. The flood. Residential close bulletin, school scissors and ramen. So I can do ramen and then try what will happen with the flood. Before that I should at least my 5 exp. So starve the ramen. Hallucination and brain damage. These both seem I'd like to keep my knowledge, please, thanks. No, seaside. What? Unavailable, needs higher doom. Oh, I'm sure I'll find a way to manage that. Kinda derailed me a little bit, to be honest, but hey. She got a hammer. Well, every young witch needs a hammer. Investigate the apartment. You stop by home to pick up your lunch to find a bunch of letters. It's electricity bills. Great. I haven't talked to my neighbor in a while. I'm really busy today. Well, fine. Prepare. Might as well. Ayaka's chalk. Against ghost enemies. Might as well equip it. Don't find anything except some loose change lying around. Don't mind that. Don't need to equip that. Sure. Dark Forces scheme. The Innsmars looker. That one's that's probably a good one to have, considering or compared to other options. Hang up immediately. Put down the phone, a little checking up just how many people did that odd man call today. So, you're trying to avoid the mirrors, afraid of what could be waiting for you on the other side. Clearly, you're gonna have to take a nap. Dumpster dive. The roads seem to twist and turn when you're not looking. Let's just get lost in the neighborhood. Run around a bit. Hearing footsteps, turn around. Behind you stands a pretty woman in a sweater. Natural beauty. 30% hit chance. Oh, I actually hit her twice. Can we... No, no, of course not. Hey, lucky earrings. Oh, don't mind if I do. Yes, okay. There it is, monument. Forgotten by everyone, the outer entity awaits patiently for those who need it. Bargaining with the outer entity is a risky thing, but maybe it can postpone the approaching doom. Feed it. Which is a trophy. New achievement unlocked. Fill the bowl with your blood. So that's at least something to check off the list. Walking through the park, you find a little girl crying alone in the playground, and you ask what's wrong. She says that she can't find her mommy. I'll take the damage to the face. You offer to take her home. When you get there, the terrified mother slams the door in your face. From behind the door, she starts screaming to get the girl away. The little girl calmly tells you she can take it from here. Just send the stuff to the lab. It's not like we really paid any attention to the ramen this time. So I just want to quickly try stuff out. Your home, flood, oh, hunger. Oh, they do look tasty. So tasty. 2 reasons at the end of. It's the 3rd time today, so yeah, let's get rid of that one. Deal with our stalker real quick. Stalker chart. $17 HP. Bonk. Ah. Come on. Of course you hit that one. Kick him for good measure. Managed to defeat the mysterious assailant, but he flees into the woods. Now, let's get the research notes. Study the local newspapers. Nope. Nope, we don't know enough. There's more doom. And then it's time to waste some time. Just want to know what happens. It's gonna flood eventually. Even if he doesn't want to leave. The river's level is too high and waves crash against the village's building. Run before the waters devour you. Holds a suitcase in one hand, knife in the other. It's the only chance. Let's go. So that's just the same. That's just the same, but we don't have any buffs. Okay. No special actions. 0% hit chance. Might as well kick him. Kick the ancient horror. So it knows its place. About to say, if I hit it at least once with kick, I'm going to outpace it. Bam. The eldritch monster disappeared as suddenly as it appeared. All that's left of Kaibara village is a group of deeply confused villagers. Sadly, it's too late for Matsuda-san. The researcher team has parked a jeep on a hill and wasn't affected by the flood. They drive away. Oh, ending B. It was ending B. 'Twas an ending B. Extra doom. Bonus to all stats depending amount of curses you have. I do want this, I believe. Yeah, even the reason. Eldritch Possession. Woo! Oh yeah, what's the next? Preparing for the worst. People are stocking up on everything. It's more expensive. Well, that's one of those I didn't expect to get this far cases. The recluse, the bulletin. Yeah, take the scissors. Traumatized, even less reason. Receive additional combat damage. Why? I believe I'm gonna keep all of these. Spying, chilling story of school scissors. Let's try to help our friend who's trying to dispel the scissor woman. Your missing friend has left you a notebook. If the rumors are true, to stop the tall woman with scissors, you'll need to perform a ritual to force a material form to appear in our dimension. Accomplishing this requires first the drawing of an eldritch sigil, and then the lighting of holy candles. You can only hope your friend has left them somewhere around the school. Yeah. That one's the locked one. Oh, that's the teeth one. And that's the wooden bat one. Just a normal locker. That bites back. So. Don't need that one. Anymore. Diary. It's the multi-star. Multi-star. Just explore a bit. Oh. Oh. Feel like something horrible is happening within the school. You must hurry and find those items. Another price hike. Let them prep. Found an additional page to a friend's diary. It seems that the bus chalk was left on the roof. Peek outside. Well, that's a new one. Hadn't met that one before. On the roof, you find the girl your friend was talking about. In one hand, she holds a bag, in the other, a pair of bloody scissors. Model. Hammer time. For 8 XPs. Yeah. Oh, that's the right one immediately, isn't it? Ah, no, not quite. Not quite. Oh, this is kind of... This one? Yeah, it's probably this one. Wait, why is it suddenly so dark outside? Stand by the window to take a look. Black smog emerges from the courtyard, coating everything in an oily vapor. Have a look? Oh no. By the time you realize the vapor's forming into a giant hand, it's too late. It crashes through the window, sending shards of glass everywhere. Ouch. Sound of scissors is approaching. Getting access to the student database would certainly speed up your investigation, but the receptionist would never allow it. Nope. You weren't able to convince the receptionist to let you access the database. It's a waste of time. Found the holy candles. Well, then let's do it. There she is. It's the wrong sigil. The sigil on holy candles don't seem to have any effect on the horrible monster. Had you drawn it wrong? Well, it seems so. Frozen has the wrong star. Frozen in fear, you watch as the twitching horror gets closer and closer. Raises its enormous scissors. Asks, "Am I beautiful?" Oh, always just say no. Oh, -3 to all. Probably need to defeat the horror or this version of the Scissor Woman. But that's not gonna happen. Gonna snip snoop. Or sanity in half. There it goes. Frozen in fear, watch as she gets closer. Sharp scissors are slowly cutting through your cheek as she asks you, "Am I beautiful?" Just say no. But at least, I did achieve what I wanted to achieve from that. Got that B ending. And fed an outer entity. Oh, one of these this is. Oh well. Knight Errant backstory. Anyways. That's gonna be it for today. Been decently successful for a first stab at endless mode. That one doesn't feel so bad. I envision it to be much harder, but then again, I only played it on the normal difficulty, so well, it's not like it couldn't make it much harder as well. Could be so much worse. But for just for getting the achievements, both the axolotl and the no successful skill checks, they did hamper things a little bit, didn't they? Aside from that, new character unlocked. That's always great, as we still need to. Well, there's at least 2 or 3 more still left. There's also at least one more old one left. But well, that's probably gonna be pretty random until you can unlock that. Aside from that, there's also the challenges still. That's probably what's gonna happen next week, next Friday. Having a look at the challenges, getting those checked off the list, closing in on 2/3 of the achievement progress, number-wise. So it's looking decent at this point. And there's still a lot of backstories that can be unlocked as well. So that's gonna just be its own little cascade once the first one of those is finally achieved. And then there's a couple of the extremely random things. If I recall correctly, the one old one I'm thinking of requires you to kill 3 dream enemies in one going. Whilst what I read about it at this point about 2 weeks ago made it seem like it's mainly the tapir-like, the Pokemon-like plush you can find in the woods, but of course there's the dream salesman and stuff. So I'd expect there to be a couple of enemies, but they all seem very. Well, that's just random. What you get can. And I at this point I don't really know if I want to look into it too much more. Last week, the unlocking. Like what, 14 achievements or so? It helped a lot with this general. Well, with all these, but I don't know. Feels kind of weird to me. But yeah, today we had our decently successful endless runs. We had unlocked a new character, almost made it through one of the challenges, but hey. And we had a successful run. Feels like the game kinda gave that win away, though, of course. It's not as ridiculous as just starting to count backwards or just erase the doom you have and go all the way into the -500 or so, but Feels like the persistent spells seem to have somewhat questionable interactions with at least a couple of the unlocked characters and all ones. Thinking back to little cultist bro who ended on what? 1.2k in each stat? So yeah. But at least for this week, this is gonna be all. Gonna have a look at evening planning now, if there is anything to plan on. So, thank you very much for watching. I will be back to continue the save file next week. Sure, we're gonna have at least a few more interesting unlocks ahead of us that aren't too bad. And yeah, figure stuff out. Nothing tomorrow. Something came up. Something that's been planned for quite a while and I forgot about. And then there's Sunday. Still not sure what I want to do on Sunday. Going for the Umbral ending in Lords of the Fallen seems like the thing to do, but I don't know at this point if I really want to do that just yet. But I'll figure something out. So, in that sense, again, thank you very much for watching, for hanging out, bobbing your head in, and I'll be back on Sunday. Bye byes. Keep it short today. So, have a nice Friday and a good start in your weekend, into your weekend.